Alright, recording this little clip here because we need to get this Gift of the Lotus before it goes away. For doing so, we'll get access to the Deck Sybaris and a weapon slot, so it'll be pretty important if we can get that. I tried to do the Gift of the Lotus last week for the Volt skin, just to have. So it looks like we just have to do an Interception. At the very least, this is going to be significantly easier than the defense. The defense had you following around a guy that, like an actual guy instead of an objective, while fending off, like, the Nightwave Grineer. The Night Watch, my bad. And they kicked his ass. And you don't get a chance to, like, revive him or anything, so the moment he went down, the mission was over. And, with our gear, that was in the first, like, 5 seconds. He got bodied. I used to hate doing interceptions, but I've come to find they're not that bad. It would be a huge help if these rollers wanted to do us a favor and drop Hellfire, which is heat on primary. Because the moment we get that, we get access to a certain boss fight to get the first Warframe that we're gonna want to get. Oh yeah, we can only use primaries. I was trying to melee, get these Seekers off of me, but doesn't look like that's gonna happen. Oh yeah. That's not Dr. Pepper, that's Dr. Dynamite, baby. And that shit, so much better. But he can't get it anywhere, so that sucks. Almost done with wave 1. Woo! I'm really hoping we get Hellfire. Because heat is just such a impactful status effect. If we can get it on our primary, that'd be huge. But I ain't gonna sit here and like cry and complain if we don't get it. We're getting a weapon out of this, and a weapon slot, more importantly. Wow, we got the board blueprint. That's kind of fresh. I think it only drops from these like submersible Grineer guys. So pretty cool that we got it this early. A lot of Eximus units in this mission. Of course, we get heated charge, which is heat for the pistol. Thanks. It's not what we wanted. But there we go, the Deck Sybaris. And if it has a weapon reactor, then it's safe to assume, or not a weapon reactor. Yeah, if it has slots, then it's safe to assume it has a reactor. 35% crit chance? Oh my god, this thing actually might be like kind of too cracked. I'm gonna get it to level 30. And then, what do you guys think? Should we be allowed to keep this thing? This counts as a freebie, and it's looking really strong. I kind of don't like that. All right, fellas, we've hit another awesome grind that we gotta get done. Bode. I mean, we don't have to, but we're going to, because if we come over here, I'll show the drop rate. Yeah, there's a lot of mods on here that we need to get, such as Target Cracker for pistol crit damage. There's multi-shot on shotguns we can get here, but more importantly, we need those rotation C rewards. The Ivara chassis, whatever. I don't really care about that. But rhyme rounds and scattering inferno. Ooh. So you know what we gotta do? We gotta crank it out. All right, fellas. I'm back. It's time for round 2 with this dickhead. Yeah, this time he's pissed off because I killed the sergeant. I would feel bad too. Where did he spawn? Boop. Wee. Oh, shit. Alright. We did it! Beat his ass. And we got Blind Justice, which is pretty good. Ideally, you would be looking to get one of his weapons that he could drop, but we're not too worried about it. Yes, Darvo, it is a lucky day. Oh! Arcwing launcher segment? Woo! The reason this is so special, so important, is because typically you'd have to build this at a clan. It's in the Tenno lab. But now, once you get an Arcwing, it's handed to you. We're also getting told we gotta go see Baro, which we will be doing in a second. But first, secondly on our awesome gamer post Tekrot Encore dub list, let's take a look at the Vasto here. Now, if you remember, we're Mastery rank 5 currently. So, unranked, we would have 5 mod capacity on this. We have 17. Have item rank or mastery rank, whichever is higher. So yeah, base capacity now starts at 15. Awesome. Then I guess it adds on half. So we got a whole whopping flopping 17 to work with whenever we craft a new item, which will be many. Look at this. I'm about to bust, dude. Anyway, we have to get our ass over to Baro Ki'Teer. We're here at Mercury. We got important things to talk about, aka Baro Ki'Teer's back. If you remember last time, we got the electricity 60/60 mod for our pistol that I just put on the Vasto. And we also got that ship skin. I don't remember if we got anything else. If I did, boo. Um, this week, though, is a bit special. This is a must-have mod. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. We have to get this. It's that good, that important. It's just prime continuity, baby. But that's not all. Prime target cracker. 110% crit damage for pistols. Also a banger mod that we have to get. And look, it's looking pretty pricey. We already have to get 750 ducats and 250,000 credits. But what if I told you there's one more? It's right here. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Primed redirection. Oh my god. Now, I'm gonna level with you. I'm playing Tekrot Encore right now. It's bumping. It's awesome. But we gotta lock in. We gotta crack our knuckles. We gotta get to work. I don't know if I'll be able to get all 3 of these mods. Mainly, no, it's not the ducats that I'm worried about. It's the credits. But we're getting prime continuity before he leaves. Let's see if I have anything I'm willing to sell. All right, boys, it's looking bleak. Let's come over here again. We're only at 175 out of at least 750. God help us.
One eternity later.
Alrighty, this was the prime haul that I was able to amass. Put in a couple of hours doing the tier 1 and 2 relics. Everything that I don't have selected is vaulted stuff that I'm holding on to just in case that I end up finishing the sets, just to hang on to if we ever get around to crafting them. Managed to get the 2 glaive prime blades. That's pretty awesome. But I only have 480 ducats with this. Let's go ahead and sell that. That's a sad little inventory. But let's come over to this man. Bam. Not even a second thought. That's huge. We'll be back in part 2. We're finally going to get our first Warframe. Or at least attempt to try. The reason I say that is because we got to do a particular boss for this Warframe, and they're tanky. They're real tanky. I don't know if I have it in me to sit there and attempt all day, but me on. Let's go over here. I'll show the boss. So, in all of our adventures, you know, we've been sitting here. We got Deimos unlocked. The Jupiter Junction's here. Anyway, we have the the Jupiter junction to do, which I do need to do at some point, but that's not important. What's important is that if you remember, we did the Iton sculpture run here on HIF, and that unlocked us access to Lephantis. Well, Lephantis is where we need to go to get our first Warframe that we're gonna acquire on the account, which is Nekros. Nekros is gonna be really important for the account for one reason. He is a looter frame, and what that means is that he gets us more loot. That's it. Anyway, let's get into this. Before I do want to show off what we're running because this boss, I mean, he could be a hurdle. Nothing really has changed here. I changed fast deflection, which gave us our shields back faster with vitality for a little bit of health. Lephantis does have access to toxin procs, and those kill us guaranteed, like by anything that does them, unless they tick for 1 damage. So having a little bit of extra health is going to be nice, just in case that happens. For our Boltor, we managed to get, finally, a heat mod for our primary. This isn't Hellfire, which is the same kind of thing as Infected Eclipse Stormbringer, the 90% for heat. It drops from rollers, and they hate me. So I had to do nightmare missions to get this. Really good mod. It gives us access to heat, and we need that. I know that infested enemies are weak to heat, but after looking into Lephantis, it looks like he's actually weak to corrosive as a primary, so we spec'd into that as well. I'm gonna try this on the Boltor. If it seems pretty shitty, I'm just going to swap the heat for more corrosive damage to weight it properly, but this should be fine. And then nothing changed on the melee, and the Furus, which we've barely used, just has oh my bad. It should have, where is it? Oh wait, Ice Storm. That's what I wanted. Should just have magnetic in case nullifiers tear their shields really easily, but I don't even think they spawn during this. Let's get into it. Let's go. I'm ready. So I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I did attempt this already. Um, I recorded it. It lasted about 5 minutes, and I was tickling him, so I gave up, as any true man would do. You know when to give up, know when you're defeated, come back another day. That's exactly what I did. I'm hoping that with the upgrades we've acquired since then, it should be easy. And by easy, I mean doable. Wow. So this is the boss. The heads show up, they knock us down. We gotta hit him in its weak points. It's already looking pretty grim. I ain't gonna lie. Oh no, we're fine. Okay, I was just being a crybaby. There's 3 heads, one for each enemy faction type we have access to at this point, which is Corpus, Grineer, and Infested. We're going to get rid of the Corpus one first, because he lobs the toxin projectiles. All right, I'm sensing a pattern. I think the big hits that we're getting, the 500 plus, is if it's trying to proc corrosive, but Lephantis is a boss that doesn't take status effects, so it can't really. That's good to know. It means the next time we jump into this, we're swapping our stuff to be corrosive favored. God damn it. Alright, we got one. Oh my god. I will say it probably doesn't help that we don't have enough fire rate on the Boltor. As we weight this towards corrosive, I'm sure we could fit some fire rate on it. I think that would help. Can't do projectile speed because I don't think we have a projectile speed mod. Oh my goodness. If you want to know my opinion on this boss, it sucks. I hate it. Just because of the damage reduction it has, and also it knocks you down every 2 seconds. And we're not big ballers with Prime Sure-Footed yet. I mean, this isn't particularly hard. It's just, it's taken a while. Dude. Oh my goodness. This is the moment where I wish I had Vital Sense for extra crit damage, since that seems to be the only thing, kicking in its ass. I probably could attempt to, ramp up Volt's passive for a little bit of damage. Let's see, if that guy opens his mouth. Okay, and they both left. Yeah, I mean, that just did non-crit damage. It's not so bad. Alright. Infested Lephantis, or, sorry, Grenier Lephantis is down. Infested is to go. This is riveting gameplay. Yay, we did it. Except, no, we didn't. Uh, yeah, this is the real boss. All 3 heads at once. Luckily this time around, though, they are not as tanky. If they were, I think I'd cry. It's 1 pop. That's 2 popped. That's 3. I said that too early. That's 3. All right. We did it, gamers. And as you can see, we got the Nekros helmet for that. It only took 11 minutes. And I'm going to be true to my word. We're getting him today. By today, I don't mean today. We're getting all the pieces today. All right, real quick, just to show this. Swapped it to pure corrosive. Oh, hold on. Bad showing, bad showing. We're hitting the big numbers now. So, that was a big brain play. All right. I I promise you. Yeah, there they are. Big numbers. I'll be back when we get Nekros. Alrighty. We did it. We got the final piece. I am sad to report that we went double odds, and it it took about an hour, which isn't that bad. But we gotta come over here to the market. Sorry, it's been a minute. Come over here to Nekros. He has one of the most expensive blueprints out of any Warframe, but that's fine because we're a little rich. Baro Ki'Teer is not going to be here for 2 weeks, so we can rejoice. And we get the lovely process of starting to craft Nekros. Alright, I just had to check, make sure we had everything for it. If we didn't, I would have cried. This is the sad part, though. We're gonna start building him up, and in 12 hours, I'll have the components built, and then I have to wait another 72. But I'll be back when these are ready to claim, and we can build Nekros.
Yes, and of course, we've saved the best for last. Excellent condition, as you can see. Now keep in mind, the core components will be diverted to the Zanuka program. Bidding begins at 3 million. Good luck, gentlemen. May our ledgers become ocean, our margins sea centauri. In the name of profit, I commit thee